Welcome to session number 7. In this video, we're going to learn about how to set up the country breakdown. The training will cover the introduction to the country breakdown template, and then how to set up the country breakdown on the PD Hearth online database. So first of all, you can upload or actually download the file called country breakdown template from MS Teams. So when you go to MS Teams, the Burundi PD Hearth database admins, you can click on Files, go to Supplementary Docs, and then you can click on Country Breakdown Template. You have the option of opening it in MS Teams, or what I like to do is click on this ... and then it allows you to choose where to open it. So you can open in Excel Online or open in Excel, which means it uses the Excel on your laptop, and then you can edit in Teams. I like to open it in the Excel on your laptop because this allows you to use the file like it's saved on your own laptop. So I'll click on this, the second option, and then it shows you, it opens it in your Excel file or Microsoft Excel software. So you will see the country breakdown like this, and then you can save this on your desktop in the Burundi training file. So that you have a copy of it on your computer. And then you can see that there are different columns. There's country, region, district, village, site or hearth name or subhill, ADP if it's applicable, support office if that's applicable, the start date of the hearth session, and then the end date of the hearth session. This is not just like one round of hearth session start date, end date. This is like if you have a hearth session or a hearth group that is taking place at the subhill level and it's repeating constantly, then the opening of that hearth site would be the start date. And then if that hearth site phases out and it's completely closed, then you would put an end date. So this is the country breakdown. The reason why we have something like this is because on the PD Hearth online database, you need to be able to indicate the breakdown of your country. So for example, go back to your wvcmem.test.org/pdhearth. Okay. So once we get to the home page, you can click on countries. Okay. And then I'm going to click on Canada. And under Canada, I am going to have to indicate the state, which is probably our province, and then our major city, our sub-city, and then the site. So here I am going to first write the province. This will be Ontario. Okay. And then I want to indicate the city, the large city, underneath the province Ontario. So then I would click on Ontario and I would write Greater Toronto Area. Then within the Greater Toronto Area, we have cities called North York, We also have a city called Scarborough. We have downtown Toronto. Okay. And then within North York, we have a site which we can say is Finch. And then you can put the GPS coordinates here if you would like. If you don't know the GPS coordinates, that's okay. You can just write the site name. So for Burundi, this would be the province, and then this could probably be your health district. And then this will probably, or it can be, yeah, I think health district and then district, right? And then it can be, or it can be health district, hill, and then sub-hill. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So province, health district, and then hill and sub-hill. You can determine as a country how you want to determine the different levels. So level 1, level 2, level 3, and then the site. But the site is basically your lowest level of where the hearth sites are, which in Burundi's case, it would be sub-hill. So I'm going to write Finch here. Okay. For downtown Toronto, I'm going to write St. George. In Scarborough, I'm going to write Midland. So these are different sites. Now, if you want to, let's say accidentally you put this under the wrong division. The site is in the wrong division. You can change it. So the way that you would change it is you need to click on the correct division. So let's say St. George should actually be under North York. Then I would click North York and I would click this arrow for St. George to make it fall under North York. So if I click that arrow, then it gets moved and St. George is now under North York. Same for Midland. Let's say Midland is not actually in Scarborough. It should be under North York. Then once again, you click North York because that's where it should be. And then you click the up arrow so that the Midland is under North York. So there we go. We have Finch, Midland, and St. George all under North York now. You can also correct the division and put it under the correct level or level 2 district or the correct level 1. And you would use the same type of formula. So let me put more level 2s. Vaughan, Mississauga, we have some more under here. Brampton. Okay, so let's say North York should actually be under Mississauga, but it's currently under Greater Toronto Area. So I would click North York. Oh, sorry, I would click Mississauga, and then North York should be under Mississauga. So I would click this arrow to move North York to be under Mississauga. And as you can see, if North York moves, everything under North York also moves. So now Finch, Midland, St. George, which are under North York, are also moved because North York used to be in the Greater Toronto Area, but we moved it to be under Mississauga. So the whole grouping gets moved together. If there's a mistake or there's a duplicate because of misspelt names, then you can always delete using this X button. So there we go, we deleted that site. We're going to delete Midland. I will delete St. George. I'm going to move North York back into Greater Toronto area. There we go. Okay. And then under downtown Toronto, I'm going to write St. George again. North York, I'm going to write Finch again. And under Scarborough, I'm going to write Midland. Now, if you have a support office that is funding these different sites, then you can add a support office. So let's say World Vision Australia is funding the St. George site. And let's say the St. George site is under an ADP called Coneflower. Then what I will do is I would click on World Vision Australia, and then I type Coneflower, which is the ADP name, and I press plus. Then this name gets added to the support office. The ADP name Coneflower is now under the World Vision Australia office. Let's say we also have World Vision Germany, and let's say the ADP that is funded by World Vision Germany is called Antibes. So I have to click Germany first, and then I put Antibes and then the plus sign. So it's added there. Now, let's say that Coneflower should actually be under Germany. We made a mistake. You can move it by clicking on Coneflower. Sorry, actually, you should click on, actually, you can't. Yeah, so you'll have to delete it first and then re-add it. So let's delete that. It should be under World Vision Germany. So I click World Vision Germany, and then I put Coneflower, and I put plus sign, and now it's under World Vision Germany. And there's no ADP under World Vision Australia, so World Vision Australia is gone. Okay. If it's a special project, we can put the special project name instead of the ADP name. So I'm going to put World Vision Australia again. And I'm going to click on World Vision Australia, and then I'm going to put MCNE project. And then plus sign. And so now we have MCNE project under World Vision Australia. Okay. So it seems difficult, but it's not. It's actually very simple. You just click on the correct name or site, division, district, and then you would add the site names. The reason why we have this template is to help you to visualize and discuss before you start adding it to the database. So you can use this as a template where you can fool around and figure out, which division or district, health district falls under which province, and making sure that you got all the names, and then the village or hill name and the sub-hill name and so on. That way you don't have to use this database first and then make all these mistakes, and then you have to change them all around. So that's what this Excel spreadsheet is for. And I am going to now go into World Vision Burundi's. So let's go to Burundi. Here it is. And there's a check mark on in program. This means that Burundi has PD Hearth programs. That's why it's checked off. So any country in the countries tab that doesn't have a check mark means they are not doing PD Hearth right now, or they're not on the PD Hearth online database right now. So we will go back to Burundi. And here you will see that there's only names of sites okay? There's only names of sites. See, under sites, there's all these names. And then it says data uploader, and data uploader for the names of the state district division. This is because in the mHealth ComCare reports, it doesn't indicate the province name, the health district name, the hill name, and the sub-hill name. We're in the process of trying to change that, but as of now, it's not included in the reports. So that means we need to enter it in manually. And I would highly recommend that this is only done by the administrators and not done by all users. Okay. So what you need to do now is take a look at these site names and then put in the different district or the province names, the district name, the division names, and then move these site names into the different hills, health district, and provinces. Okay, so what I would highly encourage you to do is, okay, so you can go to MS Teams and open the document called Burundi Sites. When you open Burundi Sites, you will see the site names here on the left in column A. Okay, and there's 137 of them. Now I have assigned each person a certain range of numbers, and you will be responsible for putting the province name, the health district, hill, and sub-hill names, which is the site. Okay, so you have the sub-hill names. Now you need to figure out the province, health district, and hill that it's under. So Janvier is going to be responsible for the sites 1 till 23. Okay. And then Jules is going to be responsible for sites 24 to 46. So from 24 here, all the way down to 46. Okay. And then so on. So Simon Pierre, you're responsible for the sites 47 to 70. Vital, you're responsible for 71 to 92. Dieudonné, you're responsible for 93 to 114. And then Adolphe, you're responsible for 115 to 137. Okay. Make sure as you're doing it, there will be some people who did it already and they already included the province name. So if the province name that you want is already here, you don't have to write it again. You can just select that one and then put in the health district name. If the health district name is already there, then move on to the hill name, or yes, the hill name. If the hill name is already there, then all you have to do is move the site to the appropriate hill. Okay, so you would click on the correct hill name and then just use the arrow that shows up on the right here and move the site to that hill. If it's correct up to the health district, but the hill name isn't there, then you would select the health district name that you want the hill to be under, and then you would add in the hill name. So you click the health district, and then on the bottom here, you would write the hill name, and then you would move the site or the subhill to be under the appropriate hill that you just entered in the name for. Okay. So that is how you design the country breakdown for your country. It can be a little bit confusing, but once you start doing it yourself, it becomes very easy to do. here we have several ADPs and support offices, but I know these are incorrect. We just put these in for test purposes. Okay, so I can close that. I know World Vision Australia is definitely in Burundi, and the MCNE project should be under World Vision Australia. So I am going to click that in there. I will close this. So I'm going to click on that and then delete it. I will click on this one and delete it as well. Okay. And then once you have the correct site, so let's say this site should fall under this MCNE project. Then you click on the MCNE project and you put up the plus sign. And now this site falls under the MCNE project. Okay, let me do another one. So Beginia, let's say Beginia falls under the MCNE project. You would click on, so MCNE project is already clicked. Okay, so let me move out over here. Okay, let me move out. I'll come back to countries. I'll click on Burundi. Okay. And then let's say we want to add Beginia. So I clicked MCNE project and I'm going to go to Beginia and I'm going to put this plus sign. And now Beginia falls under the MCNE project. Okay. So that's how you link the site names to the appropriate ADPs and support office. So now when we go to data entry and then Burundi, we are going to go to data uploader. Oh, we can go to World Vision Australia and the MCNE project. And then sites, we just added these two, right? Bayaga and Beginia. So that's how it shows up. And now we can enter in the data under the site for the new child in here because it's all set up under the country breakdown. So in the next session, we will go through how to enter the data. So for today's practice assignment, we have divided it into two sections because we think it will be easier to practice right after you learned. So the first part of the practice assignment you can do now, and it is to log into the PD Hearth online database and upload the GMP PD Hearth mHealth reports. So there's two reports, the PD Hearth _child report, and then the monthly screening report or the GMP and PD Hearth report if you didn't change the name of the file. So once you've uploaded the two mHealth reports, then complete the country breakdown tab for Burundi. And each person has been assigned the sites that they are responsible for. So you can complete that as your assignment, the second part of your assignment. After having some discussions with Simon Pierre and Janvier, we have decided to do the country breakdown as country, health district, health center, village or hill name, and then sub-hill name. If the site's name is actually a hill, then you can write the same name for hill and sub-hill for now. And then if you can find out the sub-hill name, then you can change it to the sub-hill name. So one way to identify the country breakdown for the mHealth reports is in the actual monthly screening, child monthly screening dashboard report, which can also be called GMP and PD Hearth-SPC de l'enfant. You may have renamed it to Child Monthly Screening Dashboard, which is the same document. I'm just going to open that. So this is the document opened, and you will see that you can get the hill name under column EA. Okay. it's highlighted in purple for you, called form.hill. And then you can get the remaining country breakdown: commune, subhill, province, district, which is health district, and then health center here, under columns JB, JC, JD, JE, and JF. You'll notice that some of these are blank for health center. I think this is because some of the data before, like the historical data, didn't require the health center names to be inputted, or it wasn't registered yet for the subhill. So that's why some of them are blank. But you will see that that for some of the subhills, they are named after the same hill. So let me just combine the hill name. I'm just gonna hide this. Okay. And so we have here the hill. So most likely the same, this is the same subhill as this one, but it has the health center name. So it's most likely going to be the same health center. So we can just input that information. And then if you see another one with the same subhill name and it's missing the health center name, you can always fill it in. Okay. So you can try doing it that way. But yes, you can get the country breakdown information from these columns here. And that brings us to the end of this session.